hopes of finding happiness through someone else.
Yeah.
Girl, you all digmatized and I haven't even seen this dude.
What's going on?
I'm gonna tell you, but you're gonna freak out.
No, this isn't happening.
Yeah, it's happening. No games. Know what you wanted?
Congratulations on this film. I absolutely loved it. I was absorbed from the first minute.
Oh, great.
I went in quite blind, or fresh for want of a better word, to this film. Does that make it quite difficult to talk about as a film? Because you don't really want to give away how it goes.
It does, actually. And I'm so glad that you went in not knowing, with fresh eyes, pardon the pun. I think that's kind of, I hope, what most people's experience is. It certainly was mine reading the script. I didn't know what was coming. And I think that is so much fun because it does definitely take you on a bit of a ride. Yeah. So yeah, it is hard to talk about because you want to talk about it, but you also really want to keep as much of it secret. So hopefully treading that line as best I can.
Yeah, you can pretend it's just like a rom-com with you and Sebastian Stan, because it is basically for the first half hour.
Yeah, it really is.
Just pretend it's that, talking that way. And I'm a big fan of like a delayed title sequence. So when that hits on the 30-minute, like how did that read in the script? Was that always there?
That wasn't there. That was a stroke of genius from Mimi. I didn't know that was going to be the case. And I similarly was like, oh my God, when I saw it, because I love it. And I love the sort of the lettering they use in the font of the words, and I just thought that was so cool because it really is a film of like two completely different films, and it felt that way filming it. We were lucky to do the first half of it. That was the first kind of few weeks of filming, so we'd all got very comfortable with each other, and then weirdly we filmed the end after that, and then the middle last. So it was a bit of a strange way of going about it, but I loved that title sequence.
And it does go to some wild places, stuff that hopefully you've never had an experience of in real life. No. But it is grounded in that reality of modern dating and dating apps and all that kind of thing. Did you pull on any experience from like either yourself or friends when it came to like that kind of side of Noah and just being frustrated with this kind of world?
Yeah, I mean, I think Fresh is really, it does touch upon the kind of contemporary dating and how, the disposability of it too, of how we sort of, swipe left on each other, like we're kind of shopping for something, and that kind of being stuck in a rut when it comes to meeting people, and how difficult it is to sort of balance, letting your guard down and being open to meeting people, but also the sort of general anxiety that comes with that too, of like, are they going to be, kind? Are they going to be safe? Are they a good person? And having to just sort of trust your instincts on that. So yeah, luckily I didn't have to draw from much of my own experience, but yeah, it was sort of reading into dating apps and kind of dating culture was definitely helpful to prep for it.
And as you say, it does span different genres and feels a different film and halfway. Was it tricky to make sure that Noah felt like the same character throughout and she was always acting in the same film?
Yeah, definitely. And I think that was something we were really keen to do, was even in those moments of sort of trying to ground it as much as you could where possible, so that you earned those moments of sort of surrealism and levity, and I think with Noah, there was one point in the film where I do want you to feel ambiguous about where she's feeling, and I think that was really fun to play. But yeah, I think what's cool about that character is she didn't know that she had a sort of strength within herself until that experience sort of brought it out. And I think it's fun to sort of think about if you were in, that's obviously not fun to think about if you were in that situation, but to wonder how you would how would you cope, how would you react, and so it was fun to find that within that character.
And I think, as well as where this plot goes, I think the thing people are going to be talking about and you'll see shared online is your dance scenes with Sebastian Stan throughout, because it's a super stylish film and those dance sequences kind of add to that kind of surrealist vibe a bit. How was that on set? Like, did you and Sebastian just like groove away, or did you be like led with their choreography?
There was choreography. Our director Mimi, she used to be a dancer, so she's an incredible dancer, and so she had a really clear idea of how she wanted the last dance in the film to play out. The one at the start is very much improv. It's just Sebastian and I mucking around. And it sadly is actually how I dance. I wish I danced in a more cool synchronized way. But yeah, those dance sequences were so fun, and I hope Sebastian and I have an opportunity to like whip them out in a random like party, and no one knows what's coming.
Just finally, obviously Normal People was huge, and it's lovely to be associated with a show like that, but is it quite nice now to get to show these different sides of you in this? You've got Crawdads coming up, the Andrew Garfield series, like is it nice to be expand and be more than that Normal People association?
I'm really excited about that. I think Noah feels like a very different character to Marianne, and it's fun to, you know, I most of my work prior to Normal People was in like small guest roles in comedy series. So, you know, comedy is a big is something I enjoy acting in, and you know, and so I think it's fun because Fresh has a lot of humor and wit in it, which I really enjoyed sort of being able to get back to. And so yeah, I'm really excited for people to see the new work. And you know, as an actor, it's so fun to be able to really change and transform. That's the hope. So hopefully I brought something different to each character.